everyone, happy Sunday. Like today, I really want to share something brief with everyone. Now in church today, we talked about the divine guidance. Like, what are the signs you get when you feel God is actually speaking to you? Like me, I usually get a heart signal, like an intuition in my heart. It keeps ringing and it keeps speaking to me. Like whenever my heart keeps telling me do this, and you don't do it, eventually, like, you will regret and you begin to wonder, had I known, I would have listened to my heart. Those things like that happen to you. Like, I feel sometimes those things are like divine guidance from God, because I don't think God will appear to you physically, except maybe you have a relationship, just like the way he spoke with Abraham in those days. But in our generation today, I feel the way God speaks to us, like, genuinely is through your heart. Like, it keeps ringing things into your heart. For example, you see a beggar out there and your heart keeps telling you, please bless that beggar, please bless that beggar. And you begin to wonder, who is speaking to me? You know, I think that is the voice of the Lord. That's the way the voice of the Lord works. Now, there are certain times in my life when I begin to think, how do I go about this? How do I go about this? And obviously, I begin to hear some words in my heart. Do this, do this, do this. And sometimes when I don't do it, I regret it. Like, I am urging somebody today, like, whenever your heart speaks to you, try and adhere to it. You know, there are a lot of devices. Sometimes when it speaks to you, you feel no, especially when that decision would not please you. That is the way human beings work. Like, when that decision in your heart doesn't please you, you tend not to, like, obey that voice. But there is an inner man in every man that you should listen to. Like, there are certain decisions in your life you need to take, and your inner mind is speaking to you. I think we should learn to adhere and to listen to it. Actually, there are also times when the inner mind speaks wrongly to you. They may not be correct words. You should always have the spirit of discernment. That is to know which is wrong and which is right. Like, right and wrong should actually be a knowledge in the head, but the spirit of discernment should be in your heart. Like, when you hear this, Prince, live there. Like, when you hear things popping through your heart, especially when they have to do with positivity, life-changing, growing beyond limits, I think you should always learn to listen to your heart, because the heart is a mind-blowing system of the body that gives you a revelation of what you never knew existed. Yes, and that is why at times we get mind-blowing ideas. Like, mind-blowing ideas, where do they come from? From the heart. You begin to think, oh God, how do I make money? How do I think about this? What do I do? How do I touch lives? You know, your heart begins to talk to you and say, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. And that is why a lot of time the pastors in church will always tell you that listen to your heart, that divine guidance. God is not going to come down himself and give you that guidance. It comes through your heart. It touches your heart and gives you that inspiration of how to make it, of what to do, of how to touch life, of how to impact yourself, of how to make the world a better place. So I urge you today, listen to your heart. The first thing you listen to, not even a man, the first person you should listen to, because the heart is a person on its own, and it keeps speaking to you on where to go and what to do. Like, I am not saying the heart will not lead you wrongly sometimes, because sometimes emotions would want to overwhelm your sense of judgment and your sense of reasoning, but the spirit of discernment should lead you to the right path. All right, am I communicating with someone? So that is what I learned today in church. Can you share what you learned today in church? Were you in church? How was your service? What did they preach about in your church? But as for me, I feel blessed being in the house of God, listening to the word of the Lord, and it has really shaped my life. It has impacted me, and the best place I always want to be is the house of the Lord. What about you? Where is your favorite place to be? Well, I love to be in the house of the Lord. I went with my family as early as 7. I was in church. We worshipped, we praised, we listened to the word of the Lord. But though my favorite part in church is worship. I don't care what the future holds, 'cause you hold my future with your hands. Like, this song gives me so much inspiration, because you know, there are a lot of struggle you go through. You want them to happen the way you want, but eventually it doesn't. But then you begin to know that you did not actually create yourself. God created you, and the future is in the hands of the Lord. So why are you worrying when the future is in the hands of the Lord? If God created you, then he has plans for your future. So always connect with God. He is the ultimate. So every Sundays, I'll be dropping inspirational words to you, like words I hear from the church, words I have learned from the church. So have a happy Sunday. Enjoy your day. See you on another episode. Thanks for always supporting and watching my videos. Thank you. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Thank you so much. Bye.